Well, hello, Stampers, and welcome to Creating with Colleen. This is my Facebook Live that I do every Wednesday at noon, and that is noon Eastern Time. But I'm glad you could join me today. I'm going to show you some quick, cute Christmas treats because time is running short. Today is December 8th, and it's just hard to believe that Christmas is right around the corner. So we don't have time to make a lot of fancy treats. We're going to get through here and get them done quickly, but we're still going to make sure they're cute, I promise you. So what I'm going to show you today is how to make these 3 treats, and I'm going to share with you the products that I used. I'm sorry I sound a little frazzled. Of course, I was running around trying to get everything ready, trying to make a supply list for you, and I had an upgrade to my phone. And I should remember, every time they upgrade your phone, it's like you got a new phone. So as I'm trying to log into the Facebook, I can't find where to turn like the notifications off. So if somebody texts me during this time or the phone rings, you ignore it and I'll probably just freak out because chances are they will do that. Normally I can turn everything off. I'll just have to look a little further into that after we create today. So anyways, again, this is my Facebook Live. I come to you every Wednesday. Hey, Kay and Stephanie, how are you doing? Stephanie said she spent her bingo money. We are having in-person bingo in January, and we are so excited. So in order to know about classes, specials, please go to my blog, creatingwithcolleen.com, and request my newsletter because I try to keep you informed through all of that. So moving on to Christmas. Time is short. So I'm going to show you some cute, quick treats. Have trouble saying that. This is one. Okay, if you've seen me before, every Christmas I have to show this treat because it really, really is the easiest treat there is to make. Little Debbie becomes your favorite friend at this time of the year. You can get these little gingerbread men. They come pre-packaged. They are ready to roll. And all you have to do is make a topper. I staple it to the top. I wasn't going to give you the measurements, but let me go ahead and I'll tell you how I always figure out a topper. First of all, I look at how wide my packaging is. So for example, this packaging is like about 3 3/8. I just made this 3 1/4 inches wide. You just want it to slightly hang over the sides of your package. Then I figured out how high I wanted it to be. So I said, okay, let's do, I thought 2 1/8 looked pretty good. So you really have to make that 4 1/4 because you're folding it in half. So once I have that, I just layer everything in there 1/4 inch smaller than the other. And what I used for this was I used the Holly Jolly Wishes, and this is in the mini catalog, and this is actually retiring. So wonderful word set. You would want to get that now. And then I used the Christmas season for my holly and my berries. And this thankfully is carrying over. So I was really glad to see it'll be in next year's holiday catalog. But I hope for those who are new, I didn't rush through it too quick, but just make a topper, staple it on here. The kids will love it. Your teachers will love it because it's prepackaged. I don't even know if you can bring homemade food in the schools now. Cute, quick treats for the office or anywhere else. My eyes are not cooperating today, so let me see. I got people popping on. Let me see what Steph said. Steph watched my last video with a bazillion ideas, and yes, you placed an order from the retired list. Thanks, Steph. You're going to get a pretty thank you card in the mail. And then I have Tracy. Tracy's classes are done for this semester. Very good. So you are with me live. Welcome, Tracy. And I'm glad you get your break here before the holidays. So let me show you the second treat. This is really cute. Russell Stover's is also going to be one of your favorite friends. Let me move this out of the way here. Russell Stover's has these cute little, all kinds of chocolate. They make the best chocolate. I prefer the caramel. They're absolutely wonderful. And I have done different treats with these. They fit in our little pizza boxes perfectly, so you can decorate the top of a pizza box. But here, I'm just going to show you how to make it with a piece of designer paper, because I know every single one of you have hordes and hordes of designer paper. Lots of it. It's just what we do as stampers. So what you're going to need, let me tell you too how I figured my pattern on this. Don't ever go straight to your designer paper. Just take a piece of copy paper. And that's where you do your punching, your measurements. If you mess it up or you have to change it, it really is just copy paper. So I have this here, and I just cut this. And basically what I came up with, the size for this, and for using this punch, oh, I knew I would forget looking that up. I'm going to look that up. But what I have is a 3" by 10" piece of designer paper. And as I said, I really should prepare the day before, but I just don't think it would be my style. So the punch that I'm using is the Everyday Label Punch in the annual catalog on page 150. Let's see, Tracy said, yeah, just a little designer paper around here. I know, Tracy. I definitely know that. So 3 by 10" piece of designer paper. And you're going to take your punch. And this I wanted to go a little bit higher, but you just kind of center it in the middle. These are cute little treats. You don't need perfection. So I center this up. Look, I don't need perfection. It'll take me forever to punch it. Okay. Punch your little piece. And what you want to do first is position this little guy right in here. And you want to position it to where you don't see the Russell Stover. So I'm just going to put him in here and put a little, let me put him up like this. I'll just take a stapler and just staple right above there, because you're going to have a bow. So that's what holds him together. And then what I'm going to do is just give it one more little staple, kind of push that down. And again, I could have done this at the same time, but I was afraid he would move on me. So here you have your Santa Claus looking through the window. And I'm just going to make a little tag down here. So I'm using the Perfectly Plaid stamp set. And this has a coordinating punch. This is in the annual catalog, so it will be there for some time. But this really was a nice set to have. So I'm just going to take my piece of basic white. I like the Merry Christmas in there. And I always love to stamp first and punch later, because that's how you get it nice and straight. I'm just going to line this up. Merry Christmas. And then, just to give it a little bit of background, I punched the same piece in real red cardstock. And I'm going to cut it in half. So here I will just take my adhesive, and I just want to have a little bit of an edge on the left and right side. Goodness, I took the week off of stamping last week, and man, you would think I hadn't stamped before. So here I have my piece. I am going to take my dimensionals, put them on the back. Ah, really? Doris said hello from snowy Wisconsin. Oh my goodness, Doris, I bet it's gorgeous. I would like to see some snow here in Virginia. But Virginia snow is different, you see. If we're lucky, we keep it for 3 days, and sometimes that's really good. And it only takes about 1/4 to 1/2 inch to cripple us. And everybody is just all over the place on the road. So you have total justification to stay home and play in the snow. Hey, Barb, I'm glad you're here. So, yeah, definitely. I hope we see some snow here in Virginia. We're on the coast, so a lot of time it turns to rain right before it gets here. So I have my little Santa here. I am going to, let's put some embellishments on there. I have the wonderful gems. These are great. Very pretty. And I just like to put one on each side. I think it just adds a lot when you have a punch that is this shape. And a ribbon. So let me show you how I tie my ribbons. It's easier to tie them on the spools sometimes. And when I was at Founders Circle in Sandy, Utah, I actually sat at a buffet, a breakfast buffet, and a gal told me how to tie them. And this is what works for me. You take your bow, you make it vertical. Let me put it this way, I want to make sure I have enough tail. Then you just take this and wrap it around and pull it through. And then you just play with it and get it right. So there's bow makers, there's different things. Barb and I were talking about one of the peg bow makers. I'm going to get my husband to look at that. Really wasted a lot of ribbon there, but what can I say? You don't want to watch me tie a bow for 10 minutes. So now that I have my bow, I'm just going to take a glue dot or two. You got to feel for them. They're hard to find with your eyes sometimes. Squeeze it on there, pull it off, and I'm just going to put that right over those staples. Trim that up a little bit. Okay. So here you have this cute, very easy treat. You saw how easy and quick it was to make. I'm going to make these and put them in my grandbaby's stockings. So again, let me show you the products that I used. It was the Perfectly Plaid stamp set. That is on page 93 of the annual catalog, and it does have a coordinating punch. On page 28 of the mini catalog, I used the Real Red Sheer Ribbon, and that was $7. It's actually on sale now for $5.95. Page 62, the Wonderful Gems. And it was really funny. They're kind of hard to find because they don't really have a picture of them there, but they are listed. These are $8. And then the Heartwarming Hugs designer paper. It was great paper. It's returning paper that we had, and that is on page 57 of the holiday catalog for $11.50. So as I said, not you, I can't hear you. As I said, there are items that are retiring from the mini catalog. Quite a few of them. So here's the mini catalog, and I actually did a video on this. So again, I sent it in my newsletter, and I will put it on my blog. But with this video, I show you everything that's retiring, and I also share over 70 card samples with you when I'm going through here of the items that are retiring. I think that's so much easier than to actually try to follow a PDF and mark the catalog up. I'm a visual person, and I would much rather show you that. So, hey there, Moose is here, Barb is here. Stephanie said it's snowing in Wisconsin. Y'all better send some snow our way. That would be awesome. Hello, Lily. You're home from college. I'm glad you're here. So this is our second treat that we made. Again, quick, cute, and simple. So I'm going to set this aside. And the third treat was inspired by my dear friend, Tanya Reed. You know who she is, Lily. So Tanya Reed had given me this, and I loved it. And I have been making a ton of them because I have events this Saturday, I have events next week, and I just want to give a little treat to my friends and people that I'll see. So this uses the Ombre Bags. The Ombre Bags come in the 5 in colors, and I'm actually going to show you with this one because I've used all the other ones. That's what I did last night. I love sitting there with my feet propped up on the couch, just assembling and putting together, because if you know me and my husband, we pretty much don't watch much on TV. Shark Tank, what is it? Chopped. He watches those like Alaska shows. Oh my goodness. I'm just downstairs with him as company, but I have to be working, so at least I'm not wasting my time on those type shows. He loves them, so what can I say? So with the Ombre Bag, what I did, I'm going to show this to you. I'll show you how to make it. The Ombre Bags are awesome. You get 20 bags for $6, and they are in the annual catalog. What I did is I have everything scattered over here. I actually took the Wintry 3D embossing folders. I have probably used this more than anything this Christmas season, because you have the pine branches here and the snowflakes I absolutely love. So you're just going to take the snowflakes. It's a 3-inch folder, so it will go into the mini die cutting machine. But I would put it in here, and I just make sure that I get it to the tops of those ridges. Have my snowflakes, put it through the machine, and hopefully you can see that. We have snowflakes at the top. Yeah, you can see it. I'm looking on my screen. Here, you're just going to score 2 inches up on the bag so that when you fold this up, I like to put a little bit of the liquid glue. You can get a very fine line of it, and it's very strong. So I'll use that. And I also love it because it doesn't take long to stick. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually do the green one for you, but I'm just showing you how I put this together because I already had the green ones made, and I really like that color to show you. This here, I'm thinking you could do this as a birthday also. I mean, any kind of colors, put any decoration on the front and whatever you want inside. So I have this here. Then I am going to take the snowflakes that we have. So these wonderful snowflakes are on page 25 of the holiday catalog, and you get 24 in here. So you get 6 on a sheet, and they're great because you just pop them right out. Then I will take a dimensional, put it on the back, and before that, I don't know if you can see this, they are kind of like a matte finish on one side. And with the matte finish, you could sponge them, you can make them any color you want. But on this side, it's more of a gloss. It's an iridescent, and it's very pretty. So I'm just going to stick a dimensional right in the middle. And when I put it on here, I just center it this way and just make sure this tip is at the bottom. Okay, so I am here, and I am going to finish this later, but I am swapping it out for the green one, so I can show you this. So next I have the white glittered organdy ribbon, and this is probably about 15 inches at the most. You don't want to drive yourself too crazy by cutting it too short. And what I'll do here, I find, instead of trying to have your fingers hold it in one place, because God only gave you 10 fingers, usually takes more than that to tie a bow, I put a glue dot in the center of the snowflake. Then I will put this on the bottom, and I kind of center it up. But the other way you could tell how even it is by pulling your ribbon and seeing where it lands. So that's pretty centered. Then I'm just going to do a single knot. And when I do this knot, I'm going to push that into the glue dot. And then I don't have to worry about trying to hold it with so many fingers. So I have that here, and it helps anchor that in place. Then I just loop it through. I really do love this white organdy ribbon. And when you have your knot, just push it down again. So that's how simple it is, and in no time you can have 20 treats. And you can put anything you want in here. So what I did on this one is I need to tie this up. I put in 2 of the, I don't even want to say that, Bigelow, whatever. 2 tea bags. The thing you have to watch on your tea bags is not all tea bags are individually wrapped. That's happened to me before. So it would look kind of tacky to put just a regular tea bag in here. So when you get your box, make sure it says tea bags individually wrapped in foil pouches. And that's the ones that you want for all of your stamping. So I have those in here. Now for the inside, of course, you have to have something sweet. Let me see. Where's my tea bags for this one? Here we go. Well, I'll put them here at the end. So for something sweet, everybody loves a Kit Kat bar, or they should. And then I wanted to put a little card that says Snowflake Wishes for a Merry Christmas. So let's take care of these. This one here, for the card itself, you need a 3 3/4 by 4 inch piece of basic white cardstock. And then I'm using the Evening Evergreen because that is the bag that I'm using. And that is going to be 4 by 4¼ inches. So for this, I am using the Snowflake Wishes, and this actually returned in the holiday catalog and is retiring. It's a great set. It comes with dies, and I always loved the sayings on here because it wasn't just a Christmas. You have, thank you so much. May your season sparkle. In the coldest moments of the year, my heart is warm because you're near. Our friendship is one of a kind, and Snowflake wishes for a Merry Christmas. So this could just be a fun friend set also. So here I'm going to take the Evening Evergreen. And this is, again, 3 3/4 by 4. You want the 4 inches going this way. You want it to be vertical. It's only a 1/4 inch, so you can get that confused. So Stephanie says, now I need to place another order. Yes, free shipping today. If you are watching this, this is December 8th, and all day, Stampin' Up! For 24 hours will give you free shipping on orders that are $50 or more. So that is a huge savings. If you're watching it after December 8th and you go, man, I missed it, you would have known because I sent the newsletter out before today. So again, go to Creating with Colleen to get my newsletter, and I will keep you informed of all the different sales and things going on. So here we have Snowflake Wishes for Merry Christmas, and that was an Evening Evergreen. Then I'm going to take the Snowflakes, and I'm just going to put them in the top. And I have to tell you, it's tricky sometimes trying to do the comments and stamp at the same time. So I promise when I'm done stamping, we will go through and I'll check for questions or comments that you have. So here I have the Snowflake Wishes for Merry Christmas. Turn that over. And then the 4 by 4¼ cardstock in the Evening Evergreen. And I am going to put this on here. So there's my card. I can put that inside. I have my peppermint. I really wish they made tea bags and Stampin' Up! Colors. How cool would that be? Oh my goodness. We would have everything that coordinated. And then to wrap my candy here is a regular Kit Kat. This is going to be 3½ by 6 inches. And it's kind of short. You'll see when I wrap it around. I mean, it just makes it, it's good. But I wanted to keep it at 6 inches so that you will get the most out of your designer series paper. As you know, we have 6-inch stacks of designer paper and of course 12 by 12. So this will help you do just that. So 3½ by 6. And when you're putting it on your candy, you can see how this wrapper is here. You don't want to put your designer paper here because it'll pull that back. Go with that flap. So I'm going to put my adhesive here. Anywhere in the middle and the back is fine. Then I'm going to put it here. And I'm just going to tightly wrap this around my candy bar. And then you have a cute little candy bar right there. And that is going to go inside. So these are all really quick treats that you can do. Here is for the Snowflake Ombre Bag. Again, the bags are on page 137 of the annual catalog, 20 bags for $6. And then in the holiday catalog on page 25, the wonderful Snowflakes, only $6 for 24 snowflakes. The white glittered organdy ribbon is $8 on page 37. And this was the Painted Christmas Designer Series paper on page 17 for $11.50. And this, my friends, these are all quick, you put that in there, quick, easy treats that you can make. Oh, where is my, here it is. Thought the gingerbread man ran away. So let me look at our questions we have going on here. Let me see. Let me pull this computer closer. Okay, so yes, Steph, you're free to place all the orders you want, especially today for that free shipping. What's the measurements for the designer series paper for the treats? You missed that. Okay, you can always go back, but the one that wrapped around here, this was, I took all my little pieces off. It's 10 inches long by 3 inches. So 3 inches by 10, that just loops up for that designer paper. And then for this one here, this was 3.5 by 6. So hopefully that will help you, Steph. But anyways, I'm so glad you all joined me. It is a rainy day in Virginia, so I knew you would be home. I'm glad you turned me on. I come here every Wednesday at noon Eastern time on my Facebook Live, and I always try to share something very creative with you. Again, last week, I did a walkthrough for the mini catalog, and this week we need quick treats because time is running out. So I hope you'll join me next Wednesday when we do something creative. Again, request my newsletter. You'll learn about that bingo that we have in January. You'll learn about the sales that we have, especially for the free shipping today on December 8th for $50 orders and more. And anything that's going on, I'll be sure to let you know. And if there's anything you need, please let me know. You can private message me, you can email me, you can call me, just let me know. Stephanie said, thank you so much. It's beautiful, and she told all of you to check out my YouTube channel with the projects. Yes, I do have a YouTube channel, and I hope you'll go and subscribe. It is Creating with Colleen Magnus. So I'm just breaking into the videos, and I hope you find them inspiring. So anyways, have a wonderful day. I am going to grab some lunch, and take care. I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.